Arvell, how were you able to make such a rise through camp and into the season?
It really just took getting into the playbook and just taking the time out my day to learn the defense and just sit down with coach, go over it.
Was that difficult for you, or is it what took it? What took you not so long, but what was the impetus to finally decide that I need to get into this more?
Just realizing that I could do it. Like in the spring, I had a pretty good spring, and that pretty much like instilled it in me that I could actually do it.
Do you have a preference playing the Mike or the Will? Does one suit you better? Or?
I just play Mike right now. Yes, sir.
I think one of the main things that stands out watching you play is just how all over the field you are. You know, you've got a motor, is the old cliche, I guess. What instilled that in you, and just, I guess, what fuels you to just be flying all over the place and making plays in such a fashion?
I feel like at linebacker, you gotta have a mindset that, you know, you want to make every tackle. So that's just like the mindset that I have going out there. Just I want to be at least near every tackle. So.
Arvell, you bounced around positions in your career. At what point do you feel like maybe it was the spring you felt settled inside?
You guys that again?
At what point do you feel like after moving around positions, did you feel like you felt settled at linebacker?
I would say it was during the spring. Like I said, I feel like I had a pretty good spring, and I think that solidified it.
When you felt settled, was it more of like, okay, I know the plays, I know what I need to do, or was it just a feel thing for you?
It just felt natural. Like I knew what I was doing, and I felt fast doing it. So.
What were the conversations like last year when they were looking at you maybe closer to the line of scrimmage, and now you sort of like focusing on linebacker?
Conversation. I can't remember what the conversations were. They just thought I could be an edge just because how quick I was, and they thought I was gonna gain a lot of weight. I was already 235 last year, so they thought I'd at least be like 250 by this time, but still 240.
Do you have like you're playing linebacker now, obviously. Is that your preferred spot? Like, what do you like about linebacker versus like if you had stuck with like being on the edge or an end?
I like linebacker more because I feel like I'm more free. I like edge too, but I feel like linebacker I'm more free, and I can make a bunch of plays at linebacker.
Did you actually go back to linebacker, or did they just switch back to linebacker?
They put me back there. So.
How difficult was last year, not being out there for a while, getting hurt, and not really seeing the field on defense at all?
It wasn't really difficult. I knew I wasn't seeing the field. It was because what I was doing, I wasn't really into the playbook. I was really all over the place. So it wasn't difficult. I knew what the problem was, and that's what I changed this year.
So how much did that then drive you into this year then?
I completely changed from last year. So this year I'm in the playbook, I'm watching film, I'm with my coach. I feel like that's the difference.
Arvell, what does that look like day to day when you're in the playbook studying? Like Coach Day mentioned that was an uptick in preparation going into week one. Just take me through like a day. What do you do?
I just go over the mistakes I made yesterday. You just can't make the same mistakes. We're gonna all make mistakes, but you can't make the same mistake twice. So I just go over the mistakes. Obviously watch film on the other team so I can know what's coming.
Do you have the mindset, you seem to have, when you watch you play, the mindset of a linebacker? You understand what I'm saying? Do you feel more like a linebacker in your heart than anything else?
Yes, sir.
Why is that? How do you feel that?
Like I said, I feel like at linebacker, I feel like I have to be around every player, like make every play. So that's why I'm always running to the ball, because you never know what can happen. The ball could pop out, you get a pick from that. So just running to the ball, being around the ball.
Did anybody have to coach you about that, or have you always been like that?
That's just something I always did. Just ran to the ball, sideline to sideline. That's something I always did.
And you have it seems like you have like that little knack sometimes. Some guys have premonitions of what's coming before it gets, before it actually happens. Do you feel like you have that kind of sense about you? Of kind of having a feel for what's coming before they run the play.
Yep. Yes, sir. That just come with just watching film. Like on them plays where I was chasing the ball, I pretty much knew it was coming just from the mistakes I made that week and what I cleaned up on and what I watched.
When that first week when Cody wasn't out there, what was that like for you, and what did you learn from yourself getting so many reps on foot?
It was exciting because I knew I was gonna play a lot. I think I got like 35 plays that game. I knew I was gonna play a lot, and honestly, I learned that like if I prepare for it, I could do it.
And when you add Cody back to this linebacker room, I mean, you, Cody, CJ, Sonny, the four of you, very versatile guys and do a lot. What is it like being with that group, and how much do you guys help each other?
I learned a lot from those guys, like especially Cody. Cody played in my position, so me being behind him, I could just watch him and just learn from him. Like when he doing walkthroughs, I'm locked in learning. So I just learned a lot from Cody.
What's it mean to you to kind of be a player making an impact this year, being someone who's from Ohio, from the Cleveland area, getting a chance to kind of make big plays at Ohio State now?
It means a lot to me, especially where I come from. It's a lot of guys that came from where I came from, that did the same thing. So just the fact that I can live up and be in their shoes, it means a lot to me.
Who are some people you leaned on kind of growing up that maybe have had experience doing stuff like this?
It's people I leaned on growing up. Can't really say.
Who instilled your love of football in you?
I've been playing football since I was 5. My mom put me into it, so I'll say my mom.
You didn't work at all at the wheel during camp at all? You never got any work over there? 'Cause I know a lot of times Sunday will talk about how interchangeable the two positions are. But
I learned about it, but I didn't get too much work at it.
Arvell, with the preparation stuff you're talking about, like what flipped that switch? Was it a conversation with Coach Laurinaitis? Was it something you just saw? Was it a conversation with a teammate? Like what got you in the film room more?
I say Coach Laurinaitis made me really realize that I could really do it and actually play. Like, he always say, like, if I just put the time in, I could do it. He always seen something in me. So I really say Coach Laurinaitis and just me realizing, too, like, dang, I really can do this.
So was it a lack of confidence before then? Like you weren't sure if you were up to the cut at linebacker?
Not a lack of confidence, but a lack of, like seriousness, I say. Like I feel like last year I was just here. Like I wasn't really involved. I was just here.
did you not know how good you were? I'm serious.
No, I knew how good I was.
Okay.
Sir.
That's it. You're talking like a guy who didn't understand how good they actually
Yeah.
were until somebody showed you, like, yo, this is what you're doing.
Yeah. No, I knew.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Were you awestruck by the process and everything of being here, or was it just kind of just showing up and going through the motions?
You say that again?
Were you awestruck by everything? Is that why you weren't taking it serious? You were just kind of trying to process more than.
I mean, I started off at linebacker, then I got moved to edge. I just felt like, like, just here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was,
2 more questions.
When you got hurt last year with special teams, what injury was that, and how did that change things for you?
I had a concussion. It was on kickoff. I had a concussion. And, I was out for like 5 games. It didn't really change much for me.
Was that a hard thing to go through?
Yeah, because I ain't never been injured like that for that long. So, yeah, it was hard, but it was what it was.
Did you see,
Last question.
Did you see what Marshall's head coach said yesterday about biscuits, NIL, all you can eat stuff?
No, what'd he say?
He said that hey, if any of those Buckeyes want to come down here and basically have all you can eat biscuits, we'd be happy to have them.
Okay. You asking what I think about that?
I mean, yeah, like it's kind of a crazy thing. It's a joke. It's okay. It's fine.
On
You
that
don't have to worry
note,
about it.
thank you, Arvell.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Thank you, Arvell.